One, two. Ladies and gentlemen, I see you guys on YouTube. Y'all coming in right now. I decided to go early, just a little bit. Before I go live on the air, you can see the process of how we do this. You dig? I get in here. I set up all the equipment. I get it all popping. Because I want everybody to be able to see everybody. I want everybody to be able to participate. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Get to your phone lines. Call us right now, 323-230-4610. You under dig? Hey. Ladies, you got to come up with your 3 topics. You guys can help the ladies come up with a topic for me. Or 4 topics. Sarah, weekdays, Peaches, and Mimi. They got to come up with topics for me to deal with. And then I'll be ready. Listen. Do you guys have social media handles? Tell them where they can fuck with y'all. Hold on. You need to speak in the mic.
Hey, y'all.
Okay, so tell them your social media handle, just in case.
You guys can find me, Peaches, at DAUGNEKEITH on Instagram, Donnie Keith Comedy. On Facebook, same thing. And Twitter, same thing, DAUGNEKEITH.
Donnie Keith. Weekdays, where they find you
together.
You can find me at Sherelle Patrice. That's CHERELLE PATRICE. That is at Sherelle Patrice.
Sherelle Patrice now.
Yay,
there we go. And then Sarah.
Yes. You can find me on Instagram at Sarah without the H 99. Am I Sarah? Yeah, I am.
Sarah without the H 99.
And it's spelled out SARAWITHOUTTHEH.
Too many letters.
Yeah, all of it. I love it.
Spell that shit again.
SARAWITHOUTTHEH 99.
Send these girls topics so that they can ask me questions that I may reveal the truth to. Would you like the truth to be revealed?
Of course.
I don't think you do. You have been trained to live in your dark little hiding places, behind your makeup cases. But I am here to reveal it all. I want everybody to hit the like button, share button. We're about to go live in 3 minutes. That track nuts. I'm going to let y'all listen for a second.
Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my nip.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
You know what it is. It's the day of reckoning. I know. I can be harsh. I've had some women critics leave some comments on YouTube after last Friday's show.
Uh-oh.
I still don't trust him because he's a man.
Yikes.
Really? Then you can't be led. Because masculine energy leads feminine energy. That's the way the universe made it. Huh? Whose fault is it that God... Hold on, let me get my church music together.
Oh, yes.
Whose fault is it that God chose me?
It's a blessing.
Yes. When you are led by a real man, it is a true blessing. I know you've been led by fuck boys.
No. The fuck boy.
Bisexual men that have been on the down low hiding that dirty dick from you.
Need to clean it.
But please understand a little something about a real man.
Not a fuck boy.
He gonna lead, and you gonna allow him to lead.
You better let that man lead.
I'ma soak your feet.
Spirit is gonna tell you, girl, get your ass out the way.
Get your ass out the way.
Ass, all of that ass.
Do you understand? For this to be a room full of women, ain't no harmony in this motherfucker. I tell you that.
We claim to be singers.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Jesus.
That wasn't in the job description.
It's a joyful noise.
It's a horrible choir. Jesus.
At least I kept the chorus going. Not the fuck boy.
Yeah.
Not the fuck boy.
But it was like a backhanded compliment. It was kind of like, yo, that was good information, but I still don't I'm not going to accept it from him. And I think that that's a major issue for a lot of women. A woman could be in the presence of somebody, a man, that has a certain level of information, and she won't accept it because he's not a gender partner. They could hear it better from a woman. You could hear Iyanla Van Zant say, sit down, you are fucking up your life. They could hear that easier from Iyanla than from me. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know I'm telling the truth.
No, exactly. I mean, that's why, like, even as a child, like, I'll tell my mom certain things when I need something. Like, first, I don't go to my dad until I'm ready to actually hear, like, the problem solver. When I need someone just to listen and kind of coddle me, I will tend to go to my mother or female
Do you
friends.
hear it?
I heard that fuckery.
That's the fuckery. I'm just saying, that's the fuckery that keeps you a child when chronologically you're a woman. See, because daddy gonna tell you.
Oh, he'll tell you.
Listen, if you don't protect yourself, the world got a dick to go in one of your holes. You understand?
Do I get to pick which one?
Wow, it's choices.
That's daddy talk.
choices.
You understand? Sometimes you got a choice which hole to go in. Sometimes you ain't got no choice. Sometimes all 3 holes is filled up.
Oh, no vacancy.
In other words, the world gonna fuck you now. You got to protect yourself. That's daddy talk.
Yeah.
Mama talk. It's gonna be all right, baby. This too shall pass. But not your bad advice, bitch.
That's the fuckery.
But then, God willing, that's why ideally you have, I mean, if you're blessed to have a 2-parent household, I mean, that's why there is the importance of having male figures in people's lives.
Listen, our male figures is wearing dresses at the Oscars right now.
Wow. It was.
And I think it depends on who your mama is. You
Shout out to
understand? There's some
Billy
real
Always.
mamas. Yeah,
Always,
oh
me.
yeah.
Always, me.
Might be a real one somewhere.
There's a real one somewhere. Mimi, I'm a. You know,
I keep it real with mine. You know
I
that.
know what it
She
is.
ready.
Mimi want me to spank her.
I think you would like
I'm
that.
being
I
bad.
think you would like
I
that.
feel like you're a
I
good
would love
spanker,
it,
just
yes.
low key. I'm not
Yeah.
good. You just
I have
like,
big hands, palms.
Wow. It's all about
it's
the
like
hands.
it's passionate and strong. And
watch
it's-
out.
I'm gonna cover a lot of surface area.
Hey, it's palming the ball.
I love that we're
this is
dissecting.
what I mean by that. Mimi always comes in and talks about the exception. When we have a rule here, some banal, you don't gotta say it, Mimi. We talking about who we talking about.
I guess it, but you know what? That particular sentence hit my vein.
That's all right.
Because you know what? I have a kid, and I know she come to me and get that game.
That's because you're a different kind of mama.
Yeah, that's why I had to speak. That's why I had to speak up.
But you ain't got to say it.
But my mama is the other mama, so
But
I
you
know
done
about
already
each
said
side.
it.
Yeah,
You done told us this story, Mimi.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm gonna put my hand right on that thing. Cause Mimi need to be settled down just a little bit.
Oh, okay. You to settle down
And he ain't cover a lot of just.
I got
One
sound
fail
effects.
swoop.
You can hear the wind as it approaches your ass cheek.
Wow.
Right, exactly.
So it's about to get crazy in here because we've changed the format of the Voice of Reason.
Yeah.
Instead of me asking the women questions, they must now search their soul because they sit in front of the Wizard of Oz.
The grandest wizard of all.
'Tis I. I shall reveal your hidden truths. I had to laugh my damn self. Listen, before I get into that, I got some things to promote. Update: the holographic relationship was not delivered to my house over the weekend. And I was quite frustrated and pissed off. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I was scheduled to go visit my granddaughter, whom I haven't seen in a month.
Oh, yeah, that's the problem.
And now she has teeth.
Oh,
And she's ticklish.
oh, that's so cute.
I was quite annoyed because I was told that my shit would be delivered on Friday. You're speaking to Mike. And the shit wasn't delivered. So I was told again that the shit will be delivered tomorrow. Here's the thing that pissed me off. The package been here since Thursday.
Ain't that a
You
bitch?
can't go pick it up?
You what?
Okay. All right. Okay.
2,000 pounds worth of books.
Oh, no.
Put that shit in the car. I'm gonna put that in the trunk.
Load that bitch up.
What the fuck? Anyway, they supposed to deliver it to me. Now, I called them today and was like, where my shit? Oh, it's here right at the depot. Oh, we thought we called you. I got voicemail. I don't see your number. I don't see your voicemail. I don't see nothing. I don't even see a telemarketer, Nick.
Okay.
Where my shit? Y'all didn't call.
Right.
Now, do I get a discount? You know niggas.
Oh, you know it. Yeah. That's how I get free food.
Anyway, the
Let me get
books.
this 10% off real quick.
The books will be delivered tomorrow.
Hey.
With or without a discount.
And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm going to start the mass mail out.
Okay.
So I get the books, I unpack the books, and then I repack the books, and I put labels on them. Right? Mm-hmm. Your address. A lot of people hit me up. Oh, my address changed.
Here we go.
Listen, I'm not finna go through all that shit. I'm gonna mail it to the address you sent it to.
Okay.
Now you better show up to your old house.
Right. Put in the address change at the local post office.
Oh shit, that shit fucked up, ain't it? I'm gonna show up to your. You can show up to your old house to get some mail.
Oh, I don't want nothing. I'm just right here.
No, you gonna
I'm
get
just right here by y'all mail.
They gonna think you there stealing packages now.
No, I got y'all back. A lot of people have been sending me like, oh, my address changed. I'm just gonna tell you right now, that's gonna slow it down for you. Because I'm going with the addresses that are real. And I'm mailing the motherfuckers out. Now, Indiegogo update. A lot of people donated on Indiegogo to make this book possible. So I'm going to be sending out your shit, too. Certain people have different levels. Some people got a physical book. Most donators got a digital book. So I'm going to go in, find your email address, and send you your digital copy of The Holographic Relationship. Motherfucker in my hand.
Hey.
I ain't tripping. The motherfucker in my hand.
Hands they not in.
And then I'm going to tell you something else. We got a very small shipment of these books, relatively speaking. So you can wait until your county check tax report come next year.
Oh, Lord.
The book going to be sold out.
Yeah.
So I'm telling everybody right now, go to IamZoeWilliams.com and pre-order your copy right now. That's the safest way because guess what? In 4 days, I'm turning the pre-orders off. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You better get your copy before you can't. I don't give a fuck. Now, you know I be tripping, right?
Yes.
Why I be tripping?
Because you be off that total package energy.
I'm going to try to tell you now. Sarah, put this in front of that little camera.
Right here. All right. Right there, over here. Okay.
There you go. They can see it. Let me tell you something about total package energy. Gang of B vitamins, amino acids. So you know she going to get her nutrition if she swallow.
You know what?
Is it salty?
Listen here. It's only salty if a nigga eating pork. If nigga go vegan, you going to have coconut water in your mouth.
Pineapple really helps.
I just choked on my peach mango.
Gotta eat pineapple.
Anyway, total package energy. All right, Total Package Energy. I'm telling you right now, go there, support it, get down with the real get down. And then remember, you can put it down now. The holographic relationship is a follow-up to the relationship dismount. If you don't have the relationship dismount, how to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship, I'm not saying you're going to be lost because you're not. But this is the follow-up to the second book, the relationship dismount. So make sure you get the relationship dismount. It is available exclusively on Amazon.com. Kindle, Audible, and paperback. Amazon handles the relationship dismount. I'm a little disappointed about that because I get half of the money instead of all of it. But that's fine. Now, one final thing. iStar Vids. I have 227 subscribers, which makes no real sense to me, seeing that I have 45,000 subscribers on YouTube. You don't get your lazy thumb ass niggas over there and subscribe. Okay. iStar Vids. Will you say please for me, girl?
Please.
That's right.
Oh my God. Can I say please for you?
Yes.
Get your monkey ass on over to iStar.
Please.
Please.
All right, here we go. I have a topic for y'all.
Very excited.
And you know my topic is going to fuck you up.
Ooh.
You're listening to Dash Talk X. Dash Radio. You know how we do over here. Zoe Williams got the talk channel popping.
Yeah.
Unity. I got something amazing to hit y'all upside the head with.
Ready.
I don't even know how you guys are going to feel about it.
Time will tell.
Yikes. But with our new format, that means each one of you has to have a topic for me. Some type of confusion around relationships and men. Some type of conundrum that you've experienced with the men in your lives. I am here to unravel your internal knots. Prince. Say. My daughter heard that shit for the first time and was like, this nigga gay. Don't no man make noises like, okay, cool. Anyway, I'm here to clarify some things for you. I know y'all been through some shit. I know you've been through some hard shit. Some tough relationship shit.
Diarrhea.
But as a man, I'm here to bring clarity to your misunderstandings about us. Your misgivings. So here we go.
All right.
I'm going to start with Peaches today.
Hey, come on, girl.
Uh-oh. Hi, Zoe.
What in the hell is happening, baby girl?
Oh, it's all about you right now in this question you about to ask me.
No, you about to ask me.
Oh, you want me to start? Okay.
With your topic. You don't have your
Okay.
topic ready? Lord.
Yes, I do.
I'll
I
turn
have
your
a
mic
few
off right
ready.
now.
I have a few ready. I was thinking about conflict resolution in couples and dating etiquette. So I got the first one. Let's talk about conflict resolution when you don't have religious, well, as we call it, equally yoked. Like, I have a friend
You
that's
talking about eggs? Fuck is you talking about?
I'm talking about somebody who's a Jehovah's Witness that's dating a Christian and they got married.
Jehovah's Witnesses are Christians, by the way.
Yeah, sort of. Sort of. I don't want to get all into that, but they're having a conflict about how their religions are not getting along right
Great
now.
topic. Let me get right into it. It's called interfaithful marriages. Not interracial, interfaithful.
Okay.
Now, the key to making those relationships work is one thing. Can you guess what it is?
Prayer.
No.
I don't know.
Respect.
Communication.
Kinda. That's there. We need that.
Okay.
Okay, respect, communication.
That's good. Respect, mutual respect,
Of course,
of
yes.
each other's ideas and religious beliefs. That's okay.
Openness to learning.
Communication.
That's good.
Tolerance.
All of this is communication. We need a better question answer from you. Wait, you got to get on the mic. Say it again, baby.
Good intentions from both parties.
Good intentions, girl. You begging for that little swat on the bottom, ain't you?
I think we need to leave the room.
right there.
You just want to swat her bottom. Shut up.
I do. I really do. In all honesty, I do. Okay.
Oh, you're fine, love.
Flexibility.
Flexibility. Okay.
See, and it's hard to find flexibility in that which is a tradition.
Mm-hmm. Because they're both super devout. Not to cut you off.
Yeah, but that's what you do.
I'm done.
The fuck just happened? She can't help herself. I swear to God. Every motherfucking show.
Okay, but seriously, they're both super like
Oh, that
religious.
meant continue? Or,
Okay.
Or
Okay.
should I?
Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Oh my God.
She wild. You know she wild. A wild lemur.
A lemur.
This is a Vumafu right here. Just in here cutting the fuck up. Okay, let me get back. Flexibility, right? Mutual respect, right? In those situations.
Okay.
But religions and religious ideas typically are not very flexible. It's like in the institution of the mind. This is what I believe. This is what my grandma believed. This is what we believe. This is our belief. It's hard to get people to be flexible in religious beliefs. You in the dig?
Mm-hmm.
So to be in a successful interfaithful relationship, one must consider the possibility, right, that their partner's religious belief is valid. See, most Christians, because of how Christians and Muslims, because of how their books were written, have internal animosity. You looking at the Christians, look at the Muslims like, nigga, who you follow? The Muslims be like, you don't know?
You don't know?
Right.
And the Muslims say it from a condescending space. Like, you should know we follow Jesus.
Right.
How you don't know that we waiting on the Messiah too? That means you don't read. See, the Muslims be like, we study.
Yeah, they study.
Y'all niggas dumb. We waiting on Jesus too. What you talking about? They be like, don't you follow Muhammad? Yes, but he's just one of the prophets. He's the seal of the prophets. But don't y'all say Jesus is a man? That's where it gets a little tricky for the Muslims.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Not because of just belief system, but because of politics. You understand? You get up in that Quran and you read that shit in Arabic. No disrespect to the Muslims. I don't mean it as feces. But if you get in there and you read it in Arabic, Jesus, like everybody got like a title. Moses is Kalimullah. Kalima, the word of Allah. Kalim, the word of Allah. Right. He delivered the 600 and whatever commandments, if you want to believe that story. Because I believe it's all a story. Like the Matrix. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway.
Interfaith with me.
I'm just saying. I'm going to show your faith some respect.
Okay, thank you.
Right? So he's the word of Allah.
Okay.
Then you have, say, Muhammad. Muhammad is the seal of the prophets. In other words, he's the last prophet.
Okay.
Right? But when you find out what the Quran calls Jesus, then you got to start thinking like, how come y'all don't elevate him in the way that you elevate Muhammad? Jesus is called Ruhu Allah. Ruhu, the soul of Allah. That's pretty fucking powerful.
Right.
You want to ask me? I mean, if you... But again, in order for me to have this understanding, that means I had to read some shit that was divergent to my own particular belief. And if you're in an interfaithful relationship, y'all got to read each other's books. Y'all got to read it from a belief space, but you also have to read it from a space of challenging it too.
Okay.
And challenge has to be respected. Because if I'm dating a Christian, I'm going to say, how come Job is trying to hide the fact that God runs the zodiac?
Okay.
Why did God leave the word zodiac untranslated? Why did the translators leave it untranslated? It's not zodiac in the Bible. It's Mezaroth. And Mezaroth is a Hebrew word. Why the fuck is a Hebrew word spelled out as opposed to spelling it in English, zodiac? Who could bring forth Mezaroth in its season? What the fuck is Mezaroth? Then you go look it up and find it. Oh, it means zodiac. The Hebrew word for zodiac. Y'all don't want to put that in. Oh, you guys teach that zodiac in astrology is evil. Oh.
I thought the Anunnaki taught.
Go lay your ass down. So you gonna go from no.
I'm just saying.
That ain't even what we talking about.
Okay.
No. What the fuck? Let's go confuse some more people.
Don't get me started. But what if one person is unwilling to read and learn? The Jehovah's Witness doesn't want to open up. The Christian is open to it.
You mean the other kind of Christian?
Okay, the other the other kind of Christian. But no disrespect to your religions. But
listen, a closed-minded person, whether they're religious or not, is not a person you should be with.
So how can they resolve?
Again, who told you conflict was supposed to be resolved?
Got a point
They
there.
changed the name of the shit. It used to be called conflict resolution, the study of it. It's not called that anymore. It's called conflict management because some conflicts can't be resolved.
Okay.
Period. Conflict is like revolving debt. Some shit you just got to get past it. Fuck it. I ain't gonna have no answer for this.
Right.
Some shit is like that. Mimi, your question for me as I raise you, girl. Mimi, y'all don't know. Mimi's okay.
Thank you. Well, my question is, if a relationship is already failing and the people want to work on it, what are tools that they can use to bring this relationship back to hopefully a healthy position?
Oh, man, that reminds me of my new book.
So they need to buy the book so they can get that answer.
No, man, because there's a powerful little piece in here called What is Relationship Entropy? Page 21.
All right. So if you got the book 21.
Now, we talked about it. Entropy is the second law of thermodynamics. Second law of thermodynamics clearly states the longer an energy system goes on, the more it begins to break down into chaos. So chaos is another word, in scientific terms, is another word for hidden information. Ooh. So in relationship where there are lies, i.e. hidden information, that relationship begins to break down into entropy. Relationships are energy systems. How many times has an ugly nigga got you wet just because you felt his energy? Tell the truth.
Yeah. And it's not often.
An ugly broke nigga just.
One time.
I'm just saying. Oh, gum on the mic. That sounds beautiful. Wonderful. Yeah. But I'm just saying, there are men out there who have a magnetism on them that regardless of their situation and circumstance or so-called aesthetic can pull a woman in magnetically, and they don't understand why. That is an energy exchange. Relationships are energy systems. This is why you find a lot of people going through shit where they go, we lost the spark.
Right.
Right? How do we regain the spark? Well, here's the thing. You got to understand that relationship is not just about stimulation. See, stimulation is external. If you do this, I'll respond this way. if you keep doing this, if you keep giving me this, if you keep treating me like this, then I'll be like that. That's stimulation. That's a reactive, kind of biofeedback situation. But when people get into the relationships and start changing how they are, looking at themselves, I'm a selfish motherfucker. So I attract selfish motherfuckers in some way. Oh, I'm passive aggressive. So I tend to get motherfuckers who are the opposite of passive aggressive. They overly aggressive. They just in my motherfucking face. Yeah. They pushing me to blow up on their. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's how relationship operates. You want to bring the spark back into a relationship, the first thing you do is to ask yourself, what are the top 5 ways I fuck this up? See, what most niggas do is say, most people be like, fuck it, this relationship over. You ain't the person I thought you was. You ain't shit.
Right.
I knew you wasn't shit the way you treated your mama.
I seen it.
I seen it, nigga.
Right.
Well, how did my dick find its way inside you?
Magical dick. Magical dick.
Right.
What kind of mind game did my dick play on you?
Right.
One-eyed monster.
Because my dick found its way inside you after you figured this out.
Right.
Now, you a masochist because you don't listen to your intuition. Mm-hmm. You listen to dick tuition.
Dick tuition.
Always on the mic.
Okay. Is anybody listening to what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
You want to fix your relationship, the first thing you do is fix yourself. Are you argumentative? Are you dismissive? Are you condescending? Are you disrespectful? Are you demanding? Demanding is really a bad one.
Yes.
Because that means you're needy.
Yeah.
Being demanding is very close to neediness. Why? Because you ain't got shit, so you feel that you should demand it.
Right. Right.
We always talk about the opposite of demand is command. When a motherfucker is in command, I ain't got to ask you for authority. Mm-hmm. I have it. Mm-hmm. Do you in the dig?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I hope.
I get it. I love it. I get it.
You want to heal the relationship? Heal yourself. How do you heal yourself? Self-observation. What are you observing? You're observing the negative aspects of your character. The aspects that create entropy. Now watch this, because I have a quote. Page 21. I'm here trying to save your lives, niggers.
Listen to what beat just started.
An excerpt from.
No, this is a really good one. This is a really good one right here. What is relationship entropy? Right? Mm-hmm. And the quote is by Thomas Campbell. Listen to how he frames entropy in relationship. Listen to this shit. Tiny positive or negative increments in the quality of your intent over many thousands of choices eventually lead to either an increasing or decreasing of consciousness quality. You got little bitty choices and they're incremental. I'm going to do some fuck shit or I'm going to do some cool shit. But if I do this little bitty fuck shit, that little fuck shit grows in entropy. Remember, entropy is a loss of access of the energy that is available. The energy that brought you two motherfuckers together is still there. But you don't always have access to it based on the little choices you make. And I'm talking about the fuck choices.
Right.
I'm going to do this little bullshit lie.
Right.
I'm going to cover this little bull. This ain't big. You know how you justify the fuck shit you do in your relationship?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Did y'all hear that? The incremental choices in either direction, positive or negative, leads to an increase or decrease in consciousness awareness. That fucked people up right there. Y'all want to learn? Mm-hmm. Relationship entropy works the same way.
That's fire.
Yeah. Shit, I got this bitch with me, man. Fuck. Shit, it's cheaper to keep her. Entropy.
Mm-hmm.
The entropy is building.
Yeah.
This nigga ain't shit. He used to have it all. Now the nigga can't even fuck. Dick don't even work no more. And he broke. He started off balling. He ain't the same nigga. That's why I fucked his cousin.
So it's just a cancer, a virus growing. That's basically what.
He got diabetes.
He got diabetes. That dick don't. That dick is on dialysis.
He
got dialysis.
Diabetes? You can't get your dick out?
Dialysis dick.
Y'all ain't shit. So it's basically like a growth, like just a cancer that's just growing that negative.
Again, the increasing of entropy equals the decreasing of the access that the relationship has, the energy that the relationship already has. Entropy works like this. I give a couple of examples. You got a hot cup of tea, right? You put the hot cup of tea in front of those tatas right there, in front of weekdays tatas.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what a hot cup of tea will do. The heat in the tea first goes into the container. Then from the container, it goes into the table. But as it's traversing the container to the table and spreading out, the tea cools. That doesn't mean the energy of the heat doesn't exist anymore. It still exists. You just lost access to it. Same thing happens in relationship. You start off as a hot cup of tea.
Oh.
But over time, the shit disperses. Now ask yourself, how do I gain access, right, to the energy that we started off with? Yes. It starts with you. Because once you get to know, you know how they say, once you move in with a nigga. Mm-hmm. Y'all know. You move in with a woman, you'll see like, hey.
Who they really are.
Yeah. This nigga ain't the idea I had. This is the real motherfucker right here. Wow. And the real motherfucker look different than us.
Eating cereal wrong.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Entropy. Those little things build entropy, which is a loss of access of the energy within the relationship construct. Now, we've been taught that if it don't feel good, it ain't good. Mm-hmm. When in fact, a conduit to decreasing the entropy in you is this nigga's reflection of you. You want to get that spark back? It's more than dick. It's more than money. It's more than comfort. It is spiritual evolution. You have to find those things within your being that creates entropy. Then you have to see how those things co-create entropy in the relationship with your partner. Yeah. Okay, cool. Who's next? You ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, weekdays. Hi.
So I'd like to know, when is it a good time to introduce a significant other to your parents? Because my parents are like very, I guess all parents are very like judgmental, but my dad like tells me the real and he'll be like, oh no, like don't waste your time. So sometimes it's kind of like, like I'm not ready to break up with this person immediately upon introducing him to you. So when is the time? And you're a dad, so tell me.
Number one, you should never introduce a stranger to your parents. And most women introduce strangers to their parents because they date concepts. Most women date ideas. You fit the mold. Template. Perfect on paper. Dick is great. Money. Yay. Daddy, this is psycho nigga.
I need you to stop.
That's what y'all do, though. Am I lying?
No. I think women do typically introduce too soon. It's like, oh, if it looks good, okay, like maybe this is it. Like,
but that should tell you about who women have become in this society. Superficial, vacuous vessels to be filled with ideas. I know it hurts. That's why when the real nigga come along, y'all get scared. For the most part, real niggas scare women because women understand I can't control.
True.
I can't control. I already know this nigga gonna do what he gonna do. But I love him though.
I love.
I'm just, can I keep it real?
Of course.
Absolutely.
See, the beta male. Would you marry me? I've been in love with you forever. That nigga gets the shot. This is why you guys love bad boys, because bad boys represent something right outside your grasp of control.
Bad boys are often a typical waste of time.
But you love coming on their dicks.
The thrill.
Or in
Sex
their
doesn't
mouths.
keep me. I'll be honest. I don't care. Like that shit. No. I'm keeping it real. I like my fucking peace of mind and my joy and happiness. And that means I need to do
Let me
it
tell you.
myself.
Let me tell you something.
I'm
Let me tell you
not about
something.
to have anyone fuck up my life anymore.
Let me
I
tell
did
you
it
something.
once. I ain't doing it again.
Just because you scared to do it again don't mean you don't want it.
No,
We already talked about it. You want a benign bad boy. We already talked about this shit.
A benign bad boy.
That's what you want. You want a benign bad boy.
I don't know. I'm still.
He's running for city councilman, and he's this, and he just got his degree, and he has a job at Parsons in Pasadena.
First of all,
You can't have a side conversation. I need you to focus, badass.
I think I would be a great senator's wife, though. But actually,
See?
no, I actually always wanted to go into politics, so he'd have to be ready for me to enter the race with him. But
See? Look at you.
I'm just saying,
You can't talk to an alpha like that. An alpha be like, get your ass over there and make some
and
malto
then maybe I can't be with an alpha because I tend to be. I mean, like I tend to have a very strong personality, and I'm also like I've been spoiled too much in my life, so I'm like I have a princess mentality where I'm like, I want what I want and I want it now. So
You told us.
You sound like you mean it when you say it.
Let me tell you something right now. I could never deal with a person like that.
At least she honest.
Yeah.
Because I would just walk in butt ass naked
don't threaten me with a good time.
and be like, no, but it would be like, this is all you get.
It's this dick.
But
Because that's where you resonate.
No
Oh,
kiss.
wow. You're on like just dick level?
But the thing
bend
is,
over,
I don't
woman.
really like. I'm not really trying to be fucking anyone. Like, so
Hey,
I'm
listen,
not really on
let me
that.
tell you something. You don't get on Twitter or Instagram and shake your ass with the exorcist and then say you're not about sex.
Oh no, I love sex and I'm a very sexual being, but also to me about my sexual revolution is times where like celibacy and abstinence is equally important.
Listen,
You have to have the peaks in the journey. So it's like right now I'm in my I got a lot of shit I gotta do that I have to achieve.
Listen,
I don't-
that
you
shit
can't- I don't
sound
let-
like it
that's
makes
so
sense.
true.
I don't let
That's
dick
so
up fuck
true.
up my life. No. It's like I have shit I gotta achieve. You ain't about to have me out here crazy and have my mind fucked up.
Listen,
no.
you're already crazy.
Well,
and your mind
okay.
is already lost.
Well, any more crazy than I am.
Listen, this is why I'm trying to give you the jewels to yourself. I see you.
But I don't.
This is not coming from a space of unknowing. I see you. And I'm going to tell you right now, in the name of Jesus, you find the right dick to mount. That crazy that I call the Black Linda Blair is going to come to the surface. You do a fairly okay job of masking it. But you crazy than a motherfucker.
She gonna say, why you do that to me with the dick, Dimmy?
Timmy, why you fuck me like that, Timmy?
But that's why part of the reason why I know my emotions are like tied. When I have sex with someone, it's
I
very
see
easy.
it.
So therefore, I've decided to change my ways, and therefore, I'm like, okay, I got to make sure that this is something that I'm interested in pursuing long term.
Call in right now if you think
Or else it's
weekdays
a
is
way-
crazy. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. 323-230-4610. I'm
He
telling
not
you.
crazy.
Why you fuck me, Timmy? She gonna be sitting on that bed.
Head spinning around.
Oh my god!
First of all, my head starts spinning around. He may like that shit.
No, I'm not.
Some freaky.
Not while you sucking his dick. Please don't spin your head around.
Oh, you want to see a trick? I could suck a dick and spin my head around.
This shit's gonna be terrible.
No, actually.
Jimmy, I love you. Why you don't call me no more?
First of all,
It's fine. It's fine. You're a strange one. It's okay. Listen, get to the phone lines. The number to dial. I'm here to help anybody who needs a little coaching. I don't know what I did with fucking weekdays. We got to bring in an exorcist because I'm telling you, she gonna find a dude and she gonna be something else.
but in an amazing way. Like I just have to find that person that understands and gets my
you're trying to find
idiosyncrasies and quirkiness, and I will appreciate his as well.
No, you're trying to find a guarantee. Because you need him to be something in order for you to unleash what you've been holding back.
Probably. Probably.
Nigga, I know you. You can act like I don't see you, but I know you. I'm gifted with this shit. She gonna be a problem. I swear for Jesus.
She gonna rip his shirt off like the Incredible Hulk.
You hear me? Damn it.
If you answer the phone or somebody answer the phone, they like, who's that in the background? I hear some shit. You feel me? She listening into the background noise.
She gonna be tripping. I'm telling you.
I hear 2 heartbeats.
Sarah.
You kept breathing over there. You with that girl again?
I hear heartbeats, nigga. Wait a minute.
Smelling the dick.
That's not your normal. That's not your normal rhythm.
Let me ask you, have you ever smelled a dick before?
Have I smelled a dick?
You know what I mean.
I mean, I guess I've smelled.
In an investigative
Oh,
way.
no, I've never done that.
She haven't been in love.
No.
Then I know, because based on who you are right now, if you have not done that, it's coming. You're going to be smelling draws.
Oh, wow.
No, see, the thing
It's
is,
coming.
though, what I'm trying to say, though, I feel like I have to
Like
start
a
doing
hound
things at
dog.
that point, then the relationship's over. If I have to, start smelling
You don't have the power
a
to say
dick-
it's over.
What do you
Because
mean?
you caught up. You smelling dick.
But that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to.
It's going to be too late.
I've never smelled anyone's dick, and
Have you-
I'm not about to start at this point in life.
All right.
Okay.
Sarah, it's your turn, and then we're going to the phone lines.
Okay. My questions actually pertain to a situation I had this weekend. So I met this guy, and I'm like,
Do you have to say it like that?
Oh yeah,
This
She
guy.
sounds excited
this
about
guy,
it.
and it was like he thought that I was like younger than I was. I was totally into it, but due to the fact that he was 27, kind of made me seem like a cougar. Anyway. So we were cool. Like he's very entrepreneurial or whatever. So he was at work. He has a job.
He has money.
He's working and stuff like that. And so we were talking all day, Saturday. Like we were talking all day Saturday until even into the night. And so it was 2:30 in the morning. And he was like, "Oh, you still up?" He said, "Well, I'm headed home, but let's go to a diner." So I'm like, oh, okay. So he came, swooped me up. We went to, we were on our way to the place where we just stayed in the car and we were just talking. Anyway, I got back home after 6. At 8:30, I received a call on my phone from his phone number.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I received a phone call. I thought it was him. I thought something had happened. And turns out a woman said, "Who is this?"
I'm his wife.
And then I hung the phone up. She called right back. And then she told me that she was his, "Why are you calling my husband?" And I was like, what? And so then we ended up start doing more of a text message exchange. But she was just going on and on. I was bitch this, all this kind of stuff. And I just finally said, "Little girl." First of all, I didn't even know he was married. First of all, to me, all married men stink. I think all of them are ugly. I don't.
That's after it's revealed, because beforehand
yes.
you smelling dick.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm smelling dick, and yeah. So I'm thinking
dick.
everything was cool. We was vibing and stuff like that. Automatic vibe cut off. Automatic, please block nation. All of this going on. But I was so disturbed how I got duped and just converse. He was emotionally
Welcome to
cheating with
LA.
me.
So let me ask you, how did you get duped?
How did I get duped? I don't know. He told. I point blank asked the question, was he single?
What did your
you know?
intuition say?
Something was off. I knew something was wrong.
So you knew something was off and you ignored it.
Yeah.
So
What
you're
felt
responsible for the experience.
I'm not the whole entire.
You're responsible.
I'm a
the
co-responsible.
No.
She's a
So
cohabitant.
no, seriously.
Yeah.
So the moment your intuition says something is ajar, like a 1987 Maxima car door,
Yes, a Ford Tempo.
your door is ajar.
Yeah.
You ignore that
Mm-hmm.
and you move forward.
Yeah, and then because he kept on.
So
Is
is he responsible for your disappointment or you?
I'm not really disappointed. I'm just like,
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are because you liked him. You
yeah, I
felt
did.
him.
Yeah, I did.
And you might have fucked him.
I did not. I
I
almost
didn't
did.
say you did. What I'm saying is women know who they gonna fuck before they fuck.
Right.
And you had it in your mind, I can see myself fucking him.
Absolutely.
That young.
And but I did young did. And see, he was. Then he
So
was
who
like,
created this situation? You or him?
I think he created it. I just simply,
Oh, simply.
Yeah,
Wow.
I said I had it signed over to me.
So I guess ignoring your superpower isn't really a big deal.
My main thing is that I made up my decision on Friday after our show or whatever to start working on myself.
You're not
and
gonna
then
answer
what
that
happened?
question? Okay.
And then what happened next? What happened next well, what happened next is that I got tested like the next day.
Are you going to answer the question?
What?
The real crime in this situation is you ignoring your intuition.
Yeah, I ignored it, but I ignored it. I thought it was something else.
Oh, I don't even know what my intuition is. I don't even know if it's talking to me or not. What?
No.
What was that say? What?
No, it didn't. No, because I thought it was something else other than the fact that he was married. I didn't sense that he was married. I didn't sense that.
What did you sense? Let's go
I knew
deeper.
something was off. Like I thought
Something was off. He's married fits into the same category. But
no,
continue.
Something is off. Like the way in which he gets his money. Like stuff. Like I was thinking.
You were
like
thinking
that.
about money.
Yeah, no, because we were talking on the phone and some of his conversations, I started thinking like, man, like I think he into some shady shit.
But
you
I'm
know
just saying the fuckery continues.
it does. Yeah.
A married criminal.
Yeah, and then she also told me
So
that they
watch
have
this.
a 2-year-old child.
So watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Yes.
Instead of trying to figure out what the off feeling is, just sit and feel it. Without trying to label it, without trying to discover, sit and feel it. Now, understand this about spirituality. There's emotion and then there's spirit. Emotion is represented by by water, and spirit by fire, right? Water is unconscious and spirit is super consciousness. Sometimes water moves us to try to be comfortable, to make the shit make sense so we can proceed in that which we want. Do you see the crime in ignoring the fire, the fucking spirit fire that said something is ajar?
Yeah.
Fuck this. Listen. Fuck describing what's ajar. Something is ajar. And now I don't need to look a snake in the face in order to define what kind of snake it is. I don't give a fuck if it's a constrictor or a motherfucking poisonous puff adder. I'm not getting close enough to either get constricted or poisoned. Something is ajar.
But I thought it was something that I could handle. Because that's crazy. This crazy. I didn't say it was sane.
I need everybody to call me right now. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Let me tell you why this is important. Because you represent a mindset.
Yeah.
There are women out there who think this way.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, they be choked up somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
In a bad situation. I thought I could handle it. While at the same time ignoring my intuition. Let me turn the cruise control off. Fuck it.
All up in a love
With
triangle.
careless abandonment.
God damn it. All right, I have a question for you guys.
Here goes
Topic
nothing.
for the ladies. I want you to think about your answer. I'm going to go to the phone lines, and then I'll come back to you. Here we go. I need to know the mindset of women who alienate their children from their biological fathers. I need to understand what the mindset is. We'll be back. We will deal with this after I deal with these callers. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Caller, are you there?
Hell is low. Hell is low.
Hey, hell is low. What's the deal, man? Who is this?
What's good? What's good? Spare from ATL checking in. How y'all doing?
What's happening? You been listening?
Hey.
Of course, of course. I want to revert just for a second to the previous young lady that was speaking. I want to find out why, when you meet that alpha male, you know, getting paper, educated with that good dick, you run away from that.
He talking to you because the last show you said you would run away.
Why?
Oh, why? I want perfection, but I don't want it, and I want it, and no, but yes.
If you're not used to it and can't handle that realness now, when you get it later in life, it's going to be more of a shock. So you might as well get used to it now, shorty.
Well,
You're making his bid.
Okay, so I guess
No, not at all.
It's too late, nigga. I already said you were. It's fine.
Because as one of those alpha males, the most frustrating thing in life is to meet an older woman who doesn't realize that that's what she needs in her life and still acts like a young lady.
you're probably
So
right.
I'm just trying to save you some time.
I mean, no, you're probably right. I do feel like the man that I do need is someone that will put me in my place, but at the same time lead, and that will make it safe for me to be there.
I would put you in your place, but you would have to ask me.
Is it safe to say that you want to that can
the pause in the room? Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Go ahead, caller. We still with you.
I was like,
so let me ask you a question. Is it a fair assumption to say a woman basically wants a man who can beat up everyone but doesn't beat up her?
No. I don't mean put me like in terms of physical or anything like that.
No. I didn't mean to relate to.
Well, you kind of said it that way.
Yeah, no, I don't mean beat up everyone or put in terms of anything I say, I'm speaking in reference to, I tend to be the one that leads or wears the pants in situations. One, because
don't you look at him, don't you not respect him when you treat him like that? Don't you look at him as less of a man and really don't respect him? And
no, she doesn't see him as less of a man. He's a fetish. He's a tool to be used to get off on, bro.
I don't know. I wouldn't say it as a fetish. I do sometimes not respect the person as much because I feel like.
But that's who you seek to be with.
No, I think he's right. I think long term, I think that ideally the person that would work for me is someone that would know when to check me. Because if I go,
you would have to fill out an application. I would review it, and then I'd let you know. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, brother, thank you for the call. We appreciate it.
Thank you. You gave me food for thought. Thank you.
She's not old.
Fucking women are crazy. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Zoe. Hey, Zoe, what's going on?
What's happening, pimp? What's the deal?
This is Andrew from Las Vegas. It's been a while since I spoke to you, and I remember the last time I spoke to you was about my wife and her religious views, if you will, that God is the end-all, be-all, but you would dare listen to two individuals that make you dependent on them and not your husband. Does that sound kind of wicked, or is that righteous for her to go about that?
So you're saying your wife is listening to members of the church more than she listens to you?
Correct.
And then I would say, why did you marry her in the first place?
Well, yeah.
Because it's easy to say it's her fault, but I'm going to say, what kind of man are you to marry that kind of person? You got to know that she was devout in her religious beliefs. You got to know that before you married her. And if you didn't know that, then how could you marry somebody without really knowing what they're about, what they stand for? I say it's your fault more so than it is hers.
You are absolutely right. You are absolutely correct, because it wasn't going down. This wasn't going down before that. But right when we got married, she finally revealed who she was in a nutshell, and I kind of drunk the Kool-Aid for.
But why would you get
years.
married before the person is revealed? Were you pressured?
No, not at all.
So
I was in love.
Wait a minute? No, you weren't in love. You were delusional. Love does not give you cataracts. You can still see. You can still think. Your spirit isn't clouded when you're in love. Now you got a question.
Elaborate a little bit more.
I'm saying you got to elaborate. You got to ask. What did I think I was in? What mental state? What state of consciousness did I really believe myself to be in when I decided to marry this person who was technically a spiritual stranger to me?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't the answer. That's something you got to think about. A spiritual stranger locked in more with her dogma than she was with being you. Maybe you filled a role according to the rules of her dogma. Look at that.
Right.
Think about it. Thank you for the call, man.
Also answer. Okay.
No, thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Got some good callers tonight.
Yeah.
Caller, you're online. Oh, shit. Caller, you're on the line. Who are you?
Sheboygan.
This is all from Sheboygan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Boing, boing.
What happening, P?
Man. Man. So I got a question, so I can't get over my ex, the one that slept with my brother.
I know. I remember the story. Remember the story. You and your brother.
I remember that.
Remember the story? You and your brother sharing that pussy. Y'all like the Jacksons.
Tito and
Jackie. So look, about a month ago, for the first time in about maybe 10 years, right, we almost took it there. But she got her little cycle. You know, her cycle came through, so that ended the...
What you mean you almost took it there? Clearly you took it there. You went raw in your sister.
Wait, hold on, bro.
What?
Man, what kind of community pussy is going on between you and your brother?
So, well, she's done with him, but I want to know, why can't I leave her alone? Like, what do you think that's about?
You know what it's about. She let you go raw. Ask yourself some real questions. In what way does she elevate your consciousness, your spirituality, your mentality?
So I've never been hurt like that before. I've never been through that much pain.
There we go. So this is hurt pussy.
Yeah.
You still in the hurt locker, and she has power over that.
I've never experienced anything like that.
Wow.
I've never been betrayed like that before. And I can't get over it. I can't understand, why would you betray?
So if you have the answer, why did you call in?
Well, I thought you had some more insight, but apparently not.
Not on being hurt. Not on pining over a motherfucker who hurt me.
Does that raise your conscious level? Like when you expect, like
it only raises your conscious level when you reach a state where her impact doesn't affect you anymore. It still affects you because you got hurt.
I see.
She has power over. I see you, Mimi.
Yeah.
She has power over you because of that.
Ooh.
It's terrible. And you was hurt because she was fucking your brother. And you remember the story you told us? Your brother's swipe bigger than yours, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
That girth.
It's cold-blooded.
That's what it is. So anytime you could creep back into your brother's pussy cubby hole, you're right there. Mimi got something to say to you, man.
I just want to know, do you guys compete on any other level? Like, have you always competed for things or anything else?
I've been the big brother who's been more athletic, I think, better looking than my younger brother, but he has the things that I don't have.
So that's what it is. It's a competition.
That's what it is.
And you seen that big swipe, and she went over there, and so I feel it deep down. It's really a competition between you and him.
Your little brother
it ain't
was
really
putting
about
that,
her.
He was
It's
putting that
about you and
King
him.
Kong on her. Bow, bow, bow.
Check this out. It ain't that a brother ain't working with something. It's just that he's bigger. You dig? So
No, I get it.
Because she comes back. You know what I mean? Like she comes back, and I think if it was really that,
She comes back to you to feel normal.
Okay.
Because you know the
So
pussy.
she can heal.
I'm just saying, the vagina molds itself to the penis that's in it frequently.
Right.
So little brother might stretch it out, and she'd be like, "Shit, let me go back to the normal size."
that 1X.
Could be penis envy, bro. You gotta let that shit go, man. Like for real. Like you're a grown ass man, and here you are competing with your brother. You guys are brothers, man.
Yeah, what it's done, it's made me and my brother. We don't have a relationship.
See,
I tried to repair it. It's severed that, and I still want a relationship with her. I guess that hurt her. I really want to get back at her and humiliate her.
but here's the thing: the only way to do that
Grudge fuck.
is to get a dick transplant.
Wow.
Because, listen, you see how foolish that sounds?
Yeah,
Think about how
it sounds
foolish
crazy.
it sounds to hold a grudge against your brother.
Yeah.
Right.
And still try to hurt the woman that hurt you in this fucking weird ass triangle with your brother.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's gonna be your brother forever, dog.
Word.
Yeah.
And here you are dodging bullets. Oh well, she almost had to take the plan B. Come on, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Right.
Sever
Come on,
that
man.
tie.
Sever the tie, grow the fuck up, reunite with your brother, and go make some money with him.
And the next
She
time
said,
you want to
"Amen."
fuck her, just jack off.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
don't
Wow.
listen to
Don't
Peaches.
listen.
Go get some other wet yoni box and slide up in there.
Yoni,
Right. Because she might run
What's
out.
going on?
So check. That's on a regular, right? Me dealing with women, but I want my revenge. I want to get this
Childish.
back. You know what I'm saying?
Revenge is childish, man.
I know, man. I know. I just feel like I was that dude who didn't deserve that, and I'm like,
If you didn't deserve it, it wouldn't have happened.
Stop tripping.
Maybe the real lesson of the shit happening was for you to overcome your desire for revenge. Because if you got it in this aspect, it could be in many aspects of your life. Oh, get back ass nigga.
And competing. He likes to compete. They compete.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, brother. We appreciate it, man. Thank you, man.
Mimi. Thank you, Zoe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Little brother came in and said,
That boy said we knock him out the park.
let me
baby.
show you what this dick do.
Wait, but he competing and his brother already won because the dick bigger.
And listen,
But sometimes it's emotion of the ocean.
Yeah, it's about the motion in the
I
ocean.
bet you
as well.
know, don't you?
Sometimes it's about the
Yeah,
bigger
I do.
gun.
I'm gonna say sometimes you don't want to get stretched out. So
You don't get to say what you want to say. You know why? Because you be fucking up. We be trying to help you to stop you from fucking up, but you continue to fuck up. It's fine. Caller, you're on the line. Welcome to the
Hey,
VOR.
what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Hey.
Yeah, who is this?
This is Dwayne from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Dwayne from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. What's the deal?
Yeah, so I just wanted to comment. I think, African-American people in general need to do a better job with curating their relationships with other individuals, specifically in relationship to the opposite sex. I think a lot of times we tolerate certain things out of relationships because we are getting a mutual gain, whether we want to admit to it or not, and we end up putting ourselves in situations where we could have avoided it. personal example myself, my ex-girlfriend, I remember probably about 4 months into us dating, I told her out of my mouth that we weren't going to make it past her graduating from college. And I knew that because who she portrayed herself to be during that initial time that we spent together showed her to be just a user.
So how in the fuck were you able to be with her? What part of you is a user?
Well, and that's what I was getting ready to say is that I wasn't being honest with myself about the fact that I was lonely and I was using my ability to do things for her that she couldn't do for herself.
So you deserved
as a
her.
way to feel. Exactly. Yeah. So
next time when you tell this story, start with yourself.
Most certainly.
Do you understand what I'm saying? This is part of the problem. You came in here talking about what's wrong with black relationships. Then you started to kind of deflect to your ex instead of just saying, I was the problem because I did this. And then the response to that is her behaving like this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
always
I didn't
start
want
with
to come
yourself.
off. Yeah, I didn't want to come off as not taking responsibility, but I was just giving an example of how we make excuses for ourselves and we blame other people for it when we know deep down in ourselves that, if we were able to fix the thing that's wrong with us, then we wouldn't be in the situation or we wouldn't put ourselves in a situation to have to, blame other people because we take responsibility.
I listen to that. Put ourselves in a situation to blame other people. That is such a powerful statement. Thank you for the call, brother. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Somebody said the last caller needs to buy a dick sleeve.
The dick sleeves go hard though.
What is a dick sleeve?
You had a dick sleeve?
I know. I know. I've seen them. I've seen it on.
No, you
as
said
well.
them sleeves go hard.
Yeah.
Is what you said.
It was a situation
Sarah, have
I
you been
had.
fucked by a dick sleeve?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
So it keeps the dick up? I don't know what a dick sleeve
It's
is.
a literal sleeve.
Yeah, it goes over it and it has all of these little hills and valleys all over it. It's kind of real. They have different kinds.
Oh,
and then it gives you but it also gives the guy kind of massages him as well.
Gotcha. So is it like a ribbed condom?
No,
it's
an actual. It's
so
like
he
a
puts his dick through
prosthetic
it.
dick.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fake dick.
It's
No,
like a
it's
dick
not.
spaceship.
The dick is in the damn, what's the damn Star Wars?
No, it's you don't even okay.
So is it plastic?
You know if you fucked a girl, what girls use.
It's a
imagine,
strap-on.
No, but it's a strap on with an apartment for your dick to go in.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
it
it makes
straps
the
on,
dick
but it
big.
goes.
Yeah.
The dick goes inside of it.
Yeah, it's like a little bitty oven.
So it's like a.
It's like a dick sports car.
It's
Yeah.
like a sewing thimble,
It's
but
a
for your
lamp-
dick.
It is. Yeah, that is a very good description of it.
So it makes the dick widthier or bigger or something?
Clearly.
Yes, it does. It
That's
gives
what
it
it's
more
for.
I'm not
more
dumb.
girth and all of that.
No, I first heard about this on the 5150 show with D. Right? D is one of Corey's co-hosts. D is one of your friends as well. She's one of my friends too. And she had this picture with a dick sleeve. And she featured it on the show. And we were like, what the fuck? An actual dick limo.
Wow.
Yeah, it sends you where you need to go.
I thought it was a crutch for a dick when she first said it. That's what
Kinda.
Yeah, it is. It's
Like a dick cast.
it helped those dicks that cannot help them. It helped those dicks that cannot help them
Bionic
themselves.
I've
you imagine?
always been told by the myriad women I've schlonged
The list.
that my dick is more than adequate.
Oh,
Rare even.
applause button.
You know what?
I call it high level dicking.
Wow, that's high class dick. Okay,
HLD.
okay, yo, uppity penis.
I have an uppity penis. I was once told my dick sips from a martini glass, but that's fine.
Wow.
Caller, you're on the line.
Does your dick change lives?
Does it burn
does.
your chest?
It really
In a
does.
good way?
Martinis burn your chest.
Or a
and
bad way? Does it
Hello?
make the
I've had
person
motherfuckers
better?
outside the window looking in.
Wow, just to see, not even trying to break in.
No, just,
Oh, okay.
it's just, that's another
Some
story.
noise.
Okay.
Heard noises in the house.
I'm like,
Like, who in there with now?
Caller, you're on the line, man.
She has no
I-
follow-through.
The ladies just keep going. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where are you
Hi.
calling from? Caller, how many times you gonna say hello, brother? I said you on the line. God damn.
What's that?
What's going on?
What's happening, man?
Because it's kind of hard to tell if you're online because you hear the show before you pick up.
Say, caller, you on the line? Caller, hello. Caller, you're on the line. Caller, you're on the line. 4 times. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go. What? Okay. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh my God.
Hello, so this is Marquise from the COE, Indiana.
Hey, what's
And
What's happening?
I got the cock extenders. I got them. They're called cock extenders.
Oh shit.
Cock extenders. Okay.
Are you calling to do a commercial? I'm confused.
Cock
They're
extenders.
XL, they're XL. I got them extra large, medium. You know, I don't have no small sizes though, because that's not what extenders are for.
What, you sell them?
Yes.
Wow.
So, question: do you before you put it on, you tell the woman, "Hey, I'm about to put my cock extender on.
I'm about to put my
Or
cock
do you-
rocket on."
Or you just let it happen and
Like
just-
sock 'em, bock 'em. Like it's kind of like that's how my commercial's gonna be.
Cock rocket. Hire me for a voisover, bro. Come on.
Thank you very much.
Well, listen,
very much,
man.
though,
Thank
for
you so
letting me
much
get
for
that
the
off.
call, man. Good luck.
Send us some. Send us some.
Give us one to try.
I want to ask him how it felt on the man's end of the game. But okay.
Listen, any man.
I was just wondering.
and this is just any man who would use a cock rocket
It's having problems down there.
is having problems. Number one, and then number two, if he's using a cock rocket, he's really just trying to fuck.
He was
your
diabetic.
brains. No, he's trying to fuck your brains out. You understand? Dick prosthetic. He trying to fuck your brains out. He trying to fuck you like a stud.
Yeah.
Man.
Secretariat.
see,
That's what
I'm
I'm
not
talking
a
about.
candidate
maybe-
for
But-
cock
but
rock.
you can't-
relationship, the woman said, "I'd like my brains to be fucked out," and he said, "Okay, babe, I'm gonna go get a cock rocket."
Well, see, the thing is, like,
We'd
I
have
mean,
to
do you?
break up
But
that
they
day.
would. It's something that a woman can introduce to a guy. Well, unless you just like that kind of type of chick, have a whole drawer full of different size cock rockets.
All right, here we go.
Cock rocket.
You know, this show is evolving. The women are getting better. This is what I'm about to do. I'm going to take a quick 30-second break, and when I come back, the ladies have to deal with why some mothers use their children as pawns. Child pornography. Playing the kids against their fathers. Keeping them away. Why do women do that?
Why?
Phone lines are open. Call us. Call us right now. We'll be back at 2.2.
The death of relationship dumbassification, a thought-provoking conversation with the voice of reason, an exploration into why you and your girl just can't relate. The world is tuned in to the voice of reason, blowing up the foxhole every Thursday evening. If your man is tripping, then talk to Zoe before you leave. Maybe y'all can make it work, and if not, he can tell you exactly how to tell him to kick rocks. Intelligence with lots of comedy. It's not your average show. It's Zoe Williams, the voice of reason on Foxhole Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, I always like to play the throwback from the foxhole. It was a great time. It was really a great time. We created this wild, wild west radio shit that you hear nowadays. Gosh, those were the days. Now me and the good homie Marcus King are over here at Dash Radio, killing the game. Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy is his channel where all the premier comedians and actors are starting to line up and get shows. It's about to be Foxhole 2.0. And of course, the voice of reason is the juggernaut that it is. ladies kind of fumbled through their little portion. But now they have to answer my questions. What type of evil, demonic spirit would keep a child from his biological father? Now, ask these questions, barring, listen, anybody who deals with violence or anything like that, 100% right for doing it. Okay? Violence is not a good situation. So we take violence off the table. But what about pay-per-view? No, I'm not talking about the Mayweather fight. I'm talking about you not up on your child support. You don't get to see the baby. Or maybe you are on your child support and I want more. Huh? You don't get to see your baby. What type of evil, demonic spirit would do that? Now, we have the closest thing we'll ever come to Linda Blair in the studio right now. She might be able to help us.
You know what?
But I want to understand the mind of women who will say hurtful shit knowing that that kid is still going to love her. Ooh. Saying hurtful shit to the kid, knowing that that kid's still going to love her. I've seen it. It's a wild situation. I want to know about the mind of women who do that. Is it because the relationship didn't work? Is it because they still sprung on the dick? Is it because they fucked a bum and they thought he was going to be more than what he was? Is it because they were irresponsible, but as soon as they get pregnant, they now think they're a part of the Huxtables? I want to know why some women, Mimi.
Some but no.
I want to know why some women engage in child pornography. Peaches. Why y'all use them babies like that?
Well, I was on the other end of it because I told you I was a parent that had to pay child support.
Good.
So it was a little different. But
I hope you paid more than they told you to.
I paid that $32 a week. Like
Ain't
that
this-
nigga called me every week, bitch, you better send my $32 over there. I had to hear that every week for a whole year till that shit was paid. But I did play a power game with my son's dad at one point in our relationship because I had decided I was going to move to Seattle and buy a radio station. So I decided that my son is
How
going
you gonna
with
buy
me.
a radio station and you only paid $32 in child support? What the fuck is going on?
Anyway, I had an opportunity to get a radio station. So, fuck you. So I said, I'm going to go, to Seattle, and I'm going to take my son with me. But I'm not going to tell this nigga I'm moving till the week I'm moving because he was a fool. I knew it would be a problem because I wanted to take my son out of state. So I moved anyway, and my son came to visit him for the holidays 4 months later after school started. Of course, he kept him, and I got papers in the mail for child support. So I had to move back to L.A., and go to court for a year to get my son back. So the lesson for me was I should have told him and talked to him like a human being, but the lesson for him was he's not a human. So it's hard to communicate. So I understand how come women do it, but it's still fucked up. And I did feel bad about it, but I didn't feel bad when I had to pay that $32 for a whole year.
Oh, God. A whole year at $32.
You motherfucking right, because my son was with me.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello, is this the Zoe Show?
This is the voice of reason, the VOR. Who am I talking to?
My name is Tanya. I had a friend that told me I should call this number and give my opinion.
Oh, God. Did you hear the topic?
Well, I just got a text message and I heard that they were talking about women that want to keep their children away from fathers. Is that right?
We did. Yes, that was our topic.
Well, I mean, I would say in my case,
I think she hung up.
We're listening. Hello.
In your case, what happened? She got cut off.
Child support.
Didn't pay the phone bill.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, you're on the line.
Yes, hello?
Yes,
How you
hell
doing?
is low. Welcome to the show.
All right, my man. Okay, so you're talking about women keeping their children from their fathers, right?
That's what I'm talking about right now.
Now, I think, man, that's a double-edged sword. It depends on the situation, right? Because you got some that do out of spite, you know what I mean? And then you got some that do because there's some dudes out there that are really immature. I know a few friends like that myself.
Wait, hold on. Let's just be clear, because one of the caveats I gave was, of course, it's sensible to keep a child away from a father or any biological parent that is violent or dangerous. That makes sense.
Got it, yeah, okay.
But just because somebody is immature, that means you have the right to keep them away from what they co-created? Say more.
Okay. No, I mean, in a way, I mean, I get it. That's not cool either way. You know, I mean, I got a question for you.
You just
in reverse. So I'm married and I got 4 boys. Now I don't know how likely it is, and you know what I mean, because anybody can say anything. But you know, for years, me and my wife have always agreed that look, if it doesn't work out, I believe that I don't want myself or my kids to be decided what they should or shouldn't get by some white man sitting in a robe. You know what I mean? I'll take care of my kids privately. You know what I mean? And of course she agrees. But I want to ask you, how likely do you think that is for a woman to really stick to that? And what are the chances of her turning around and doing the same thing we're talking about right now?
It's real simple. It depends on the woman. If it's a woman of high character, she's going to take the money you give her. She's going to do right by the kids that you guys created. She's going to be a good mother. She's not going to disrespect you in front of the kids. She's not going to talk down about you in front of the kids. She's going to do real grown woman, mama shit. But if it's a woman of low consciousness, she's going to disrespect you in front of the kids. She's going to try to find ways to get money out of you. She's going to do all types of shit. So it just depends on the character of the woman.
Okay. Well, as an example for a character, okay, I didn't say my name, thank God.
Somebody said get it in writing, pimp.
One time we were in a homeless
First off,
shelter.
brother, you got to listen now. Somebody said you should get it in writing. If she agrees to something, you should get it in writing.
And that'll stand up in court?
Absolutely, because it's in writing. It's a contract, an agreement between you two. Get it in writing and go have that bitch notarized.
Okay. I have a feeling she's got a good enough, she's solid enough. I don't know. Like
you can feel if you want to.
Well, no, now that I know that you can do that out, I mean, ain't no use of, reason not to cross all your T's and dot all your I's. But, we've been in a homeless shelter, in the whole, and she watched me, we pull us up from there and through the whole time, never had one negative word to say about me, always supportive. And I started a business, built the business, got into our first house, bought that house, moved. So, she's got a good, we've got a reputation with each other and we've been, together for some time. But I just, you think about things, you're like, what are the chances? I'm not a woman. I hear that you got way more experience with women than I probably guarantee I have. So.
No. Listen, is the relationship over?
No.
No?
No.
Y'all good?
Yeah, we good. Y'all look at, you never know though, man. Life is strange like that.
What kind of fear mongering are you doing? If you in a good situation, why are you bringing all of these probabilities into your shit? Whatever the thinker thinks, the prover will prove. Why would you even give such a thought if that ain't the case in your relationship? Fuck are you, Virgo? You're a Virgo, nigga.
Oh my God, what's
No,
up,
I'm a Leo.
You're a Leo. Right next to each other. Over here planning.
Yeah.
Over here planning. Over here setting up plans just in case this bitch trip. God damn. Virgo, Leo. Both them motherfuckers tend to be the greatest coaches.
We're amazing.
Oh my God. Leo is best for organization. You niggas go over there. You niggas do this. You niggas do that. Virgo is best in analysis. This nigga's too short, so I would put him at the point. This nigga's tall. He'll be the forward. Very interesting, man. Listen, I'm just going to tell you like this, Leo. Don't fucking kill your relationship by introducing these ideas. If she's a solid woman, if she a good woman, and she was down with your ass when you was homeless, what other examples do you need of downness?
Yeah.
She was shooting
You
in the
gotta,
gym.
I mean, well, that's I agree with you. I mean, I'd never shortchange her anyway. Even like, well, okay, you know, you're saying I don't think like that, but you know, even if it was to that, I would never shortchange her. She's been a good
She
one,
been
too.
down too long. Because listen, in American society, a pussy does not have to be homeless.
No, I always have shelter. Always have shelter. Okay.
And if she anywhere near attractive,
gotta be
She
near.
looks like a wombat. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, she's
now
a pretty
wombat
little
pussy, that's a different story.
But they say that's that good.
Hey, thank you for the call, brother. We appreciate
All
it.
right, man. Have a good one.
That was wild.
That was great.
What do you have for me before I go to the next caller?
I think because a lot of women use kids as, you know, it's like it's the ultimate blackmail. You know what I'm saying? Like I hold, okay, you don't want to do that? Oh, okay, you want to see your son. You know, that it's their ultimate trump card.
You can see him now.
Yeah, you can see him now, but I'm gonna need you to handle this first.
But you know what? I know there's some men who do it too.
Yeah.
Yes, there
Yeah.
are.
Oh yeah.
A young lady reached out to me, but I know you're so eager to talk about men doing it because it's not on fucking
I
topic.
was just going to tell you a
But
story
I
about
don't need the story. I have one. I only need one story for this segment. No, but a young lady reached out to me, and because she doesn't have a custody agreement in place, the dude was supposed to bring the kids back, but he was like, I don't like your energy. Your whole shit is off right now. The kid's going to stay over here right now. And really, she can't do nothing about it because in most states, possession is 9/10 of the law. If you don't have a standing custody agreement, especially in California. In California, you ain't got a custody agreement? And that baby at my house? Turn all your shit down. You know your shit too motherfucking loud. How you going to be on the phone and looking at the goddamn video? Turn that goddamn video volume down. Caller, welcome to the show.
Please.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
How you doing? This is James from Fresno, California.
James from Fresno. What up?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that parental alienation is crazy, man, because I'm going through the same thing. You know, I haven't seen my daughter since December 14th. Her birthday was New Year's Eve, you know, Miss Christmas, all that good stuff. I really blame myself, really, because in my opinion, I took too much care of the mother of my child. You know, she didn't have to do anything. So, in my opinion, when I got sick and it came time for her to have to kind of step up in the relationship, you know, she kind of turned to her spoiled ways that she has. You know, even her stepdad admits it. You know, she's spoiled. We do too much for her. You know, but as far as for black fathers, I feel it's important for them to know their rights when they go to court, because a lot of them, you know, slavery's played in whole, you know, different kind of ways nowadays, you know, and one of the ways that they do still try to do all the time is separate families, and they don't use the best interest of the courts or the best interest of the child to, you know, justify their reasonings. So, you know, there's a lot of codes that, you know, black fathers really should know. The main one is 3044. So I'm trying to get over it. 3044 and family code law that they try to use against brothers that have had previous cases that they've completed as far as everything they've done
And, I didn't know that when I went to court. And then the judge has to tell you as far as what they come to a judgment of. They have to give you the reason they came to the decision, or else that's abuse of power, And, I just want to know, do you think that because she didn't have a father herself, that, perhaps she doesn't really see the value of a father?
A lot of times that happens, but I don't know her, so I can't really assess her. But a lot of times, sometimes coming from a single-parent home, and usually single-parent homes in African-American situations are mamas. And, if you have any level of success in that kind of environment, even though it may not be the most ideal environment, you tend to aggrandize the contribution of the one parent you got and marginalize the one that wasn't there. So you see LeBron James talking shit about his dad, but really his dad's absence made him what he was. It made him push. It made him grind. There's so many ways you could look at it. Sure, he could have been greater. He could have been better. He could have been less passive aggressive if his daddy was in his life. LeBron James is the biggest, the most passive aggressive superstar we've ever seen. Flopping and shit out of bounds, hurting himself. Ain't nobody around, crying, bitching, complaining. I'm the greatest, but I need players. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
needs a team.
It's a different. Because a lot of times people judge him by his mental toughness on the court. And they say the mental toughness isn't at the same level as, say, a Kobe or LeBron or a Michael Jordan or somebody like that. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, sometimes moms get aggrandized, even though they were, they're raising kids in a not so ideal situation. Now, for the mothers who raised them kids right, and what constitutes right? Oh, well, the motherfucker ain't a criminal. They're not on drugs. They're highly educated. Mm-hmm. They're very balanced. They're not fucking hell raisers in that sense, but they're revolutionary thinkers. That's a successful kid. And there are some mothers out there who are doing it that way. So thank you, brother, for the call. We appreciate it.
I was going to ask him if he needs some help doing paperwork.
You about to do his paperwork?
Yeah. I mean, you in Fresno, right?
This nigga got 18 jobs. And you going to run the boards at Dash.
Exactly.
You going to co-host this show. And then you going to do this nigga paperwork in Fresno.
Absolutely.
A hustler.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do.
Going down.
I'm just trying to appeal everything right now because it was.
Well, hold on, brother. Hold on, brother.
Hit me
Real
up
quick.
on Instagram.
What's the Instagram? You about to fuck this nigga, ain't you?
I am not going to fuck him today.
Okay.
Today, I hope you got a dick sleeve.
I
Hey, brother, follow Sarah on Instagram because the thirst.
I am not thirsty. I'm very well hydrated.
You sure?
Do I need to wear my water bottle earrings again?
So what's your Instagram real quick?
At Sarah without the H 99.
At Sarah.
It's SARAWITHOUTTHEH.
Oh, fuck.
Nah.
Oh, sure.
All right, thank you, brother. We appreciate it. Ladies, tell me the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Why do women keep the children away? Not only keep them away, but mold their minds against their fathers when fathers are so desperately needed.
I'm going to play devil's advocate real quick.
Let's see how good devil you are. You already resemble Linda Blair.
You know what? One video, and you have
That's
forever captioned me.
Let's go.
Okay, so
You're compelled by the power of Christ. No, I'm sorry. Just go ahead.
Okay, so I'm
she's
just playing.
Evil. I'm sorry.
No, I am not.
Yeah, she is. Everybody sees it. We saw you're crazy. You're possessed.
For
It's
the
fine.
record, when you asked everyone to call in if they thought I was crazy, no one called in. So I just want to.
I didn't answer the call.
She is not crazy.
Just because I didn't answer the phone don't mean they didn't call. Okay, cool.
You know what? So, But no, okay, I'm playing devil's advocate, and this is just coming from a Greek tragedy called Medea. It's Euripides' Greek tragedy. And in the play,
Medea is in the Greek tragedy?
Yes.
Euripides?
But no. But what I'm saying, in this play, it's basically a woman who kills her children because she is upset with her former husband that leaves her for another woman. And in the play, she says, I hate you more than I love them. And
oh, this is beautiful. You're playing right into my hands, little Lucifer.
Okay, but here's where. But no. First of all, and so I think so for women, oftentimes it comes from such a deep place of hurt that you're willing to put your own personal agenda over the best agenda for your children.
So how do you get Mother's Day and Father's Day?
But
your selfish ass bitch.
But where the devil's advocate comes in is where one of the things that goes into this is the fact that she sacrificed her family. She abandoned her family. She killed her brother in order to be with this person, to elevate him to a certain social status. And then he abandoned her. And when she was abandoned, she literally turned into a non-existent person, essentially, afterwards, where she lost her livelihood and her ability to survive. And therefore, he stripped
going on
everything
7,500
from her.
words.
No. So my point is, there's depth to this, but sometimes there's circumstance behind it. So sometimes a man will take everything from a woman.
Are you saying
it's
justified sometimes?
No, it's still wrong. But you sometimes have to look deeper than just surface level and just say, oh, she's just angry.
But if it's still wrong, why must I go deeper into the obvious evil?
Because some of the men need to identify themselves as being part of the problem.
Listen. You can't be in a troubled relationship and not be part of the problem. We cover that weekly. You've been here for 6 weeks now.
Right, but we're talking about the women. So I'm saying is what some of these men need to identify their own issues. Okay, and maybe they shouldn't. Maybe their kids shouldn't be with them.
All I'm saying is,
but sometimes the kids aren't better off being with the man.
Do I have to do this? Do I?
Don't threaten me with a good time.
I will cut this mic off and go on a 20-minute filibuster. Anyway, you know it's wrong for women, right, to claim Mother of the Year while doing this dastardly shit to these kids.
Well, yeah, if they're claiming Mother of the Year.
When moms... First off, the power that we give mothers in this society. Do you know how powerful that trauma is when it comes from mother to child?
Yes.
You said one thing that I agreed with, and that is there are some women out there who hate that daddy more than they love the child, but they're not brave enough, they're not human enough to stand on that hate. I would have more respect for women who do that shit if they stood up and just said, you know what, I don't fucking like you or this little motherfucker. I had this little motherfucker because I thought you was something you not, so fuck you and him. Oh, but that would destroy this beautiful Mother Mary template that surrounds the mother figure. It's a gang of women out there. I'm just saying, it's a gang of women out there that are afraid to embrace who the fuck they really are. You know
that is very true.
But you know what that is? That's a fucked up mother and a fucked up person. But society lets you get to hide behind Easter egg hunts.
Wow.
But there's also fucked up
and
fathers.
Halloween.
But okay, let me ask you then, Zoe. What if as a mother you feel that child is better off without the father in their life?
Mothers get to make the final say. It's not like there's a family council that sits down and we evaluate the quality of said fucking bad parent. It's, I don't like the way you said that, nigga. So now, this is what's gonna happen. This is why I motherfucker threw a goddamn party for Matt Barnes when his baby mama went to jail.
She did have her issues. Now I will say she was
What
on
you
that
mean she had her
trifling scale.
issues?
She was on the trifling mama scale.
Let me just
She
say
was
this.
definitely-
No, she wasn't. She's a good mother.
But she had
watch this.
trifling
You have to,
qualities.
in order to grow, you must listen.
Yes, love.
Open your ears. Close your mouth. Well, keep your mouth open. Anyway.
This is not.
Everyone in this room is like, what is going on?
Like popcorn, but you can't eat in the studio.
No. She was a good woman and a good mother to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm.
This is where she became bad. And this is the part that society encourages in women. I can do what the fuck I want to do. I'm independent. I'm finna chase this nigga in my car.
Yes.
Not at any point did she say to herself, this is dumb. This is child endangerment. You know how many tickets she probably done talked herself out of?
And she probably drives a Tesla.
So again, you're conditioned to not really be accountable.
I agree with that.
And you know how shocked she was when the judge said, give me these kids.
Well, because at that
I
point,
threw a
she's
party.
reckless.
I mean, but that doesn't mean she can't parent.
I didn't say that. Didn't I say that?
Not if, I don't know.
But what I'm saying is if the shoe was on the other foot and it's a nigga chasing him.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's dangerous.
Well, both of them. That's child endangerment.
Amber alert, the whole nine. Everything's going off. This nigga going to jail forever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you can't even have a job, nigga.
Yeah.
Weren't you the nigga that was chasing your baby mama? No, nigga, no.
But they need one so they can pay.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Do you not see the double standard?
Of course.
Oh, no, there's
Well, if you
definitely
see the double standard, why are you presenting the other argument?
But I'm just saying that at the same time, there are some situations where the child is better off not being around the father. It
Listen
could be a
here.
situation. If you're not
Hold on.
worth a damn.
Little brownie. Little brown Linda Blair.
If you don't let it go.
I have already given you the caveat.
Okay.
The caveat was stated in the beginning, was it not? I said, if the man is violent
I'm not talking about just violent.
or
though.
dangerous.
I'm not talking about just violent or
Hold
dangerous.
on, pimp, as I finish this thought. If the man is violent or dangerous, no, the kid shouldn't be around him. But if he's not violent or dangerous, you give, right now the phone lines is open, 323-230-4610. Give me one solid reason why the kid shouldn't be around their fathers, and you're justified in keeping them away if he's not violent or dangerous. One.
What, to somebody that's ratchet?
All you
But if he got money and stuff like that, like
He's
I
lazy.
want a reason. Is
What
there
about
a reason?
laziness?
Because it's cheaper to keep
Doesn't
him.
have anything worth going for himself.
So,
But the kids do.
so that's a good reason. He ain't got nothing going for himself. Mimi and Peaches say, we ain't in this shit.
Well, no, I must first of all say that there's no reason to keep the father away from the child. If you don't like the father, that's not a good reason to keep the child away. Because just because you don't have a good relationship with the child
Come
or
on,
the father
Mimi.
doesn't
Come
mean
on,
that
Mimi.
they can't have a healthy relationship. So I feel as if there's no real reason to do that.
Boom.
I feel like that you should give that father an opportunity to guide that child, because a mother's a mother, a father's a father.
Boom.
And sometimes when you keep them away, they end up resenting the person that kept them away because they
Mimi.
want to get to know that parent.
That happened
So
to my
now
sister.
they didn't have a chance
You gonna
to get
wait.
to know their parent based on the mother's decision, when that
Mimi.
decision is based on a relationship that the two of you are having, not the relationship with them and the child. So the only way that that's relevant is the child comes back molested or something crazy happens. Other than that, there's no other reason for the parent to keep them away.
That's why I said dangerous or violent.
And that's it.
There you go,
That's
Mimi.
it.
Mimi done told the truth. Peaches, is there any truth left for you to tell?
Well, Mimi pretty much said it all in a nutshell. I don't believe there's a reason you should keep a child from the father either, and especially as a mother of a son who couldn't stand his father, I made him go over there every weekend. period. It was just...
You made him, or did he want to go?
No, he didn't want to go all the
And
time.
how come he didn't want to go?
Because his father disrespected me constantly. He would call my house and say...
How old was he?
He was like 12. He'd be like, put that bitch on the phone.
Oh, well, then
So
that's
it was a
okay.
problem.
All right, then you had to make it.
Yeah, I had to make him because he didn't like the way his father disrespected me. And it came to a point where it just got normal, you know, and it was unfortunate, but I would still make him go over there and he'd come back to this bitch every weekend and I had to take it away.
Okay. You just feel really vindicated. Story time.
Story time with me. I'm sorry.
I didn't even get to tell a story.
I mean, I don't. As a person that grew up without their father, you know, I had a lot of father figures like in my life and stuff like that. They do not substitute. My mother never used me as a pawn with my father because she wanted me to have nothing to do with him. Like, cut off everything. Like, I didn't even get in contact with my father until I was 19, and that was on my own.
That's pawnage.
Yeah.
She pawned you.
Yeah, but at the same time, my mother, like, dedicated her life to me. And my sister, like, she didn't do nothing. I never saw my mother date anybody. Not saying that she didn't, but I never saw it. Like, we never saw anything. My mother was, like, a devout Christian and everything like that.
That can justify using your child, her child, as a pawn. Do you see the contradiction of your species?
But at the same time, it's like, I love my mother. And I think in her heart, she thought that she was doing the right thing.
That don't mean just because she thought it was the right thing that it was the right thing and that she should do it.
I understand that.
Okay, women have license to do whatever the fuck. You know what I think? That this is right.
So
and
therefore it's
because
right.
I'm right with Jesus.
Yeah.
This is the right thing to do. Weekdays, your devil's advocacy.
Okay, so...
Wait. LT just hit us with $100 on Super Chat. And another brother earlier hit us with 50. Man, I appreciate you guys for hitting the Super Chat. Thank you so much. And everybody else who did it as well. The $5 piece, all that, man. Good looking. Go ahead, girl.
Okay, so I'm just, again, playing devil's advocate because I don't think a mother should.
It's what you're good at.
I know.
Linda.
You know what? I'm just going to embrace.
But she says that now she doesn't have children. When she has children, it'll be a whole different thing.
Yeah, okay, but
You
let's
take
say
a nigga
as
the
a
child
woman.
support off rip. I can tell.
Yeah. I bet he won't be
even active yet.
But he won't be paying her ass $32 a week.
No, her ovaries are already in overactive mode, and she haven't even had the child yet.
But let her finish her thought.
Okay, but like a situation, let's say the mother changes her life and upgrades her lifestyle, and like the father's
upgrades.
Yes, upgrades.
Let's see.
Oh, Lord.
Right?
What chapter? The holographic
The
relationship.
Is this from the holographic
The
relationship?
Science of Relationship, page 37. What is relationship obsolescence?
Do tell.
You think you can upgrade somebody? You think it's possible? She's upgraded her life, but she's still the same person.
But what if she isn't? What if she's elevated past
Then
her
she doesn't
previous
have to do any work to let him go.
So
She
he's
doesn't
just
have to
gone.
prove any points. She doesn't have to do anything. We're talking about upgrading spiritually.
So he's just going to drift off on his own. That's what you're saying.
That's what's going to happen.
Well, then there goes my point, you know?
Sure. Ask yourself this question. How many, like we said before, how many times you started reading books and niggas just fell off? Because you started to expand your consciousness, and people that were around you that you used to kick it with no longer fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if she upgraded her life from a spiritual standpoint, she ain't got to struggle with him. He gonna not want to be around her because she's not in alignment with who he is.
Okay, so I have one devil's
Or
advocate point.
married.
So, okay, let's say it's one of those guys that goes in and out of the child's life. Is that not a reason to say, you know what, I don't want my child to keep going through this emotional toil of having his father
Which
exit?
is better, in and out or not at all?
I don't know. I'm not a product
Exactly.
of that, so I don't know how
exactly. Not only you're not a product of it, you ain't had a baby yet. And you don't know how in and out affects a baby.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker might get right every time he's in.
Right.
And may get out of pocket a little bit every time he's out. But having him in and out is still better than not having them, because if you didn't have them, that out-of-pocket shit is going to gain momentum. Am I lying?
No, because I'm a child of an in-and-out product. My dad was in and out of my life, but he was always present somewhere.
My sister was like that.
Do you feel, though, what if there is a strong, positive male figure in the life? And it's not the father, but it could be an uncle, a grandparents,
all that
something.
shit is dope, but it is a supplement. It's a vitamin. It's a daddy vitamin.
Yeah, he wasn't
it's
my daddy.
Not daddy.
And you know it's not daddy.
And you know it's not daddy. You cool. My uncle was in my life. I got 6, 7, 8 uncles. They all was in my life. One uncle was my teacher, my English teacher. Another uncle owned a business, kept me doing shit. I got uncles everywhere. And they was all doing shit. Not like daddy.
Yeah, but my dad, he was my uncle was in my life, and the only thing that I could say we were equal to, like between me and his kids, that he made no difference, was ass whooping. Like he whooped us the same.
He probably wanted to whoop you.
He did. He did. I'm the only child, and my grandparents whooped me too.
Yeah, I'm gonna whoop this one here.
Yeah. I wasn't bad. I was mischievous.
You're gonna hear that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to The Voice of Reason. This was a great argument. The ladies tried their best. I love this new format. I love the fact that you guys come up with topics for me to deal with. It's good shit. I love it. I love it. I love it. Think about it. Keep it up. What are we doing? Mansions Wednesday. And then Friday, Voice of Reason. Yo, this shit's going to be lit. This was a great show.
Yes.
I need everybody to tell everybody where they can find you. Mimi, where do they find you?
You can find me at Keeping It Real with Mimi on all social media platforms, or you can check my show out on accelerateradio.net. Keeping It Real with Mimi. I'll see y'all there.
I love Mimi, man. She's a cold piece of work. And then Peaches. Hey, baby.
You can find me at Donnie Keith Comedy on IG, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. DAUGNEKEITH Comedy. Also, I'm going to be in the Black Women of Comedy Festival on March 18th. Come check it out. It's at Tao in Beverly Hills.
Baller.
That's what's up.
And then
At Linda
Coco,
Blair.
Linda Blair.
Sherelle Patrice at Sherelle Patrice, CHERELLEPATRICE.
Why is everybody spelling? I mean, what
Because
the fuck?
Sherelle, people misspell it.
Yeah, I do all the time.
Well, a lot of people.
All right. Go ahead, baby.
Well,
Sarah,
reason
Sarah
why
without the H.
I spell it out because people just stop and just put Sarah. I ain't put an H on it. So that's why I say, you can see me on Instagram. Follow me at Sarah without the H 80. Sarah without the H 99. Sorry. SARAWITHOUTTHEH 99.
I thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to pre-order your copy of The Holographic Relationship. The books should arrive tomorrow. I thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. We're about to bounce like bad checks. We out.
My book, please.
Gotcha. Hey. See how that is? Y'all walk right in. I love it.
A pen, or shall I bring it back to get signed? Or shall I get it signed? You sign it later and give it to me.
I'll sign it right now. Live or no? You guys live?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
I love you ask us that every week. Why are we live?
It's just so many shows.
No, I know. When it's, the whole week goes by. Have a good show.
This is Zoe right here. You should be there. Yo, Zoe.
Yo.
Just finishing up?
Yeah. What's up, Hamo?
Is this your phone, Joe?
Nice to meet you, sir.
I don't think you're gonna like that chair.
All right.
Oh, is this your phone?
Oh.
Somebody left. Is this someone's?
Go.
Hi, Darren.
Hey, what's going on?
Is this someone's?
He almost called it a podcast. He's the man.
So cute.
Whenever you got a moment, let me know.
Ooh, it's loud out there.
It's hot.
I'm good, bro.
We gotta find a replacement, huh?
Yeah. I'm a little pissed off about it.
Yeah, it's okay though.
Getting all this stuff out.
What we should have done was shown him the new office, you know?
Yeah. I'm pissed off.
Okay. We'll get it though.
We'll get it. No, these are you.
Hi.
What's going on?